Congratulations on the win, Morrow, and of course, well, the winning goal as well. Even becoming in a little bit of goal scoring form now.
Yeah, hit a little bit of a purple patch, which is nice. Got myself up to 4 goals. I always try and get 5 every season, so I'm 1 off of that target at the moment. So hopefully I can get another one before the end of the season.
And in the context of the game too, it came at a really important time, and it ended up being the winner. Talk us through the goal.
Yeah, me and Liam were both free on the far post, and I actually called for it. I wasn't sure whether Liam was going to leave it or not, and thankfully he did, and I headed it low, and the keeper parried it, and then I followed it up, and I knew once I'd poked it past it was in, so I was off celebrating.
Yeah, the ref had to check his watch, didn't he? But you knew.
Yeah, I was quite convinced that one was in.
Yeah, we'll see the Hawkeye back, I'm sure. But as you say, in the context of that game, it give us something to kind of like hold on to as well, because probably we look at the game against Wycombe in the week, and we didn't get that first goal, and that's probably what cost us.
Yeah, when we concede first, it's difficult. The space becomes, doesn't become a lot of space for the lads to play, and then when we score first, it kind of opens the game up. Teams have to come out, and there's a bit more space for Lucas and Michael Elise, who I thought played really well. His ball through to Lucas in the second half was a delight, and I think our game plan and the way that we play it, obviously the first goal is important. Doesn't mean that we can't win when we don't score the first goal, but it makes your job a lot easier. It gives you something to hold on and helps you in your attacking game as well. And I think we could have probably been a little bit more clinical and gone on and won, and caught them on the break by a few more.
And that's the thing, and probably that's the one thing that's made it a little bit nervy towards the end of the game. We didn't get that second goal. Again, ultimately, it hasn't cost us, but that might have just made the job a little bit easier to kind of hold out.
Yeah, it keeps their belief up. If you don't bury the game and make it 2-0, they're always in the chance, especially how direct they go. They can go from front to back very quickly and be in your box. So that could have killed them off and made it 2. But we're happy to get the clean sheet and back to winning ways, and hopefully we can start pushing on, because we need to put back-to-back wins together now.
And we talked about your goal at that end. You had a major contribution. I think about 95 minutes was creeping up on the clock, and they had a pinged one away, come off your head, and I don't know how far wide. You might be able to tell us.
Yeah, I thought that one was in for a split second, and it just went past the post. I was lucky I was just out of the front post, so when I headed it, it just went wide, and I think everybody's heart was in their mouth, and it would have been a real sucker punch for all the lads that had worked so hard. So I'm delighted that one didn't go in.
And so I think we've had the moments this season, right in the last seconds of games. I think Yaku had the chance to win the game, and Lucas at Millwall, a few months back, and we, the moments kind of just got out of our way. In this instance, we've held on to those 3 points.
Yeah, we worked really hard for it, and when you work for your luck, and we've put bodies in front of it and played some football when we've been able to. So it was a very good away performance off the back of a disappointing couple of results. So it was nice to get the win. And I think our performances have been okay recently, and we've been unlucky to be on the wrong side of defeat. So it was nice to make sure we were on the right side of that one.
And come what may, yeah, as you say, the 3 points today was probably the most important. Forget about anything to do with the performance. That 3 points was what you were after, right?
Yeah, this time of the season, there's people fighting for their lives. You're going to see a lot of up and down results. I wouldn't want to be doing the accumulators at the moment, because I think when you get to that time of the season that we're coming into, teams become fighting for their life like they are here, and then there's other teams where there's pressure on you. You've seen Swansea lose today, so these games, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, and it's about staying level-headed, continuing to work on yourself and worrying about what you're doing. And we know if we keep winning games and we put back-to-back wins together and put a run together, then we can't get caught, and we can make that playoffs.
And we want to kind of keep it build a run, I should say. When we played Blackburn next time out, and we had a real sort of goal festive game where we came out on top of earlier in the season, and I'm sure you just want to repeat the result in whatever the scoreline.
Yeah, we want to get back-to-back wins. Like I just said, it's really important, especially this time of the year, and if we can hit a bit of form now going into the next few games, that would be brilliant, and bring some momentum to the football club again. Everybody's positive. We're not too far away with a few injuries, and hopefully them guys can come and help the team, and we're in a good position for them to do that.
And I'm sure the manager and his staff will pick out little bits and pieces about Blackburn. There's obvious threats and stuff, the likes of Elliott's got plenty of assists, Armstrong's got loads of goals. Very different styles to what we've seen in the last couple of games as well, in the style of football maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they'll try and do. Obviously, being away from home, whether they'll be a bit more defensive, or they'll come at us, and we'll have a look over the next few days to see what they're doing. And quite obviously you can see their threats. That goes down with the assists and goals that they've scored, so we know they carry a threat, and it's trying to push them back and using our threats and negating what they've got, and using the talent we've got further up the pitch.
Yeah, it's the last point really. It's all about it's always got to be about ourselves first, hasn't it? And making sure you mentioned there probably we could have scored more and get into that kind of rhythm of really putting the ball in the net a bit more often as well.
Yeah, I mean, we've scored a lot of goals this season as well, so sometimes you're going to have a little bit of a dry patch, and that's when we've talked about set pieces being so important as it was today, and people scoring, other people scoring in the game, not just relying on strikers. Tom Mack scored 2 goals as well this season, so we have got goals from other areas, and we're still trying to improve that and make sure that everybody chips in with that playing their part.